Out here and looking at observations over the African coast.
Okay, wonderful. I completely forgot that the music was still going, and then it ended, and oh my god, it turned into a complete mess. Holy lord, we got Tropical Storm In-fa there, 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds. As you can see, this video is probably gonna get some trouble because I messed up. Oh well, I made a mistake. Video's gonna get brought down anyway. How's everyone doing today? So talking about Tropical Storm In-fa. Satellite imagery. There is no satellite imagery. It looks pretty terrible. Invest 98E sort of falling apart there. Invest 90L really falling apart. There is In-fa right there, and there's Nepartak. In-fa just gonna produce a lot of heavy rain in this region. I need to go to Zoom Earth. So we have a better idea of what the system is doing. I do think that Invest 98E probably became a depression. Really wouldn't surprise me. But here is the rain of Tropical Storm In-fa. Let's put rain on here. Perfect. Whew, I'm tired. Well, it's 7 in the morning. I'm not usually this. You want to go out? Okay, fine. Fine, okay. Alright, let's stay. So, let me get this going here. Let me make sure this sounds completely out. Wonderful. So yeah, that's what we got here. You can see that system right there. Lots of heavy rain in the China area. It's going to continue this way. It's going to make a turn to the north, probably a little bit sooner than that. Probably going to do something like this and move up north towards northern parts of China. So Shanghai is going to be on the west side. So Shanghai is going to get quite a lot of rain from this. And I'm wearing green again. So this was a big problem. Not to ever wear green. That was definitely a mistake. It's not even the same color. It's light green, but anyway, it was a mistake. It's an early morning, you know, I'm not used to it. I'm not supposed to be up this early because it's too early for me. And I'm not about to go change in the middle of a stream. I'm just going to make this super short. I'm going to talk about the system. It's going to continue to produce quite a bit of flooding in this part of China. And I can't even tell where In-fa is. If this is an area of low pressure, it is so incredibly broad. There's no way. I don't even know where. It's almost hard to even see where the center area of low pressure is actually located at, just because of how broad it is. There we go. Wonderful. You'll see that. Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. So as you can kind of see, it looks very broad here. Looks incredibly broad. Looks like the whole star's falling apart. Doesn't look very organized at all. So there's the last several hours. Just not a very organized system. Just a rainmaker, essentially. Already some of that rain making its way into parts of Japan right there. And producing some thunderstorms there. So, yeah. You can see lots of heavy rain is going to be expected for Nepartak as it continues to make its way towards Japan. And it's going to produce a lot of heavy rain, but not a wind event. Very, very weak system, 40 to 45 mile per hour sustained winds right now. So it's not going to be anything overly intense at all. Invest 9080, nothing to really worry about. It's moving away from Mexico in the United States. Here, I believe it is right here in this region. As you can kind of see, it isn't doing much. It's actually falling. It actually fell apart. As y'all can see, it fell apart a little bit. And it's just sort of. It doesn't look very healthy right now. I actually need to zoom in on it because it's hard for me to see where it's at. I have no idea why the internet's so slow. It's 3 hours light. Okay, so before that to load, but as you can kind of see, there is still some convection in this region right here. Definitely doesn't look as good as it did yesterday. But yeah. Okay, not a lot for me to say. Storm's going to be moving away from the United States and Mexico. Won't be a threat to land at all, not even Hawaii. So, it's moving away from the mainland United States, I should say. It is not going to have a threat. It doesn't look as well as it did yesterday. Still getting some convection, so there's a chance that this system could try to develop and try to get a little bit more organized in terms of how it looks. Blue starts to hopefully it gets organized and it looks a little bit better. So it doesn't look super good. If we go to the National Hurricane Center, talk about that also. The system here is sort of just kind of falling apart. It has a very little to practically no chance of development at this point. So as you can see, it kind of is falling apart here. Only has a 40% chance of development in an elongated area of low pressure, about 1,000 miles east-southeast of the Hawaiian Islands, is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and environmental conditions are gradually becoming less conducive for development of a tropical depression while the system moves westward. So, again, not very, is issued by the Central Pacific Hurricane Center. And as you can see right here, this has a 0% in the next 2 days. However, it has a 40% in the next 5 days. And conditions are becoming gradually less conducive for this system. There's a system just there, right, just a few miles off the coast of Florida. So, just gonna move back inland over Georgia and South Carolina. So, storm is falling apart. Nothing to expect from this. So, really not a lot to talk about. I'll give y'all some satellite imagery, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Not a lot to talk about. I actually need to get some food. I am incredibly hungry right now. We will be doing a later video talking a little bit more in depth about other storms. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Invest 9080 is trying to come back to life, bringing in more, but really the storms are just sort of falling apart right now. Hopefully we'll see what we get in the next few days in terms of video, in terms of activity. I wore the wrong shirt today, and it didn't look right on stream, so it was a terrible stream. And hopefully my next stream will be better. With all that being said, have a wonderful rest of your morning, and I'll talk to you in like a few hours. Peace out.